What is going on, guys? I am Jace Machine. We are playing StarMade here on the Star Squadron survival server. I hope you guys are doing awesome. I have been a busy beaver working away. I've been adding extra units here, so let's just go through. This one didn't quite work out. This is like supposed to be like a circuit press. So we got the glass and we got the laser etching itself into the, into the thing. And then we have that one block there that glows and the others that don't, I mean, it looks cool. But basically, it's just a standard factory, I suppose. Yeah, just a standard factory. Yeah. This guy right here is where we produce our melt glass. But I think I could do a better job. This was an early version. A lot of these, because I built them here, I just, I could change them around, which I think I'm going to do today, actually. Yeah, this is a glazier kiln. I have installed on-off buttons and green lights to show that something is on. These should be off, so let's turn this one off and this one off. I have a much better idea for this particular factory, and that's what we're going to end up doing today. This is a resource capsule refinery thing. Yay. This right here, this little spire with the tentacles coming up around the base of it, is basically going to be probably a master sorter, so that you take, your items and you dump them off in the boxes wherever, and then they're going to get sent here, and then as they need to, they will be sent out to other places. And the master will also send any of the ores and stuff, so when we come back from salvaging, we'll have all the raw supplies that we can dump. It'll get brought here. And I'm trying to work out the lighting so that the lighting will come on when it is producing, and it'll turn off when it is empty. This is a micro assembler, and this is for scrap and stuff like that. So again, I'm still just sort of working out ideas here, but I wanted to show you what I've been working with. This, I think, is probably my favorite of the units that I've built so far. This is the Brickmaster. Please keep the kids out of the oven. Right here is the oven. We have a bunch of dolom bricks sitting there. Let's turn this guy on. Here we have the oven is now cooking the bricks. And that's just, like a silly little animation. Here we have lights. This is your raw materials hopper. So you put all your asteroid rocks capsules that you wish to use there, and then you'll get your finished card versions of this. Again, turn your machines off. Back here, I have the different factories set up. And then what I'm also planning on doing is putting a door, blast doors on the back here or something like that. So that is, I guess that's my favorite machine right there. But I have a great idea for this guy, and I think I'm going to strip this guy down and rebuild it. Alright, this is pretty much the finished front of it. I made it like a big old, sort of inspired by steel mills here. I'm wondering if I can stick a little corner here and make it look nice. Like that. I know I'm using mixed materials, but like I said, right now we're still in survival mode and I'm working with what I have access to. That looks much, much better. We're going to have to finish this out with something nicer. And I think that we're going to want to change out the bottom portion of the machine and give it a different color or something like that. You know, but basically now it looks much more like I envisioned. There will be an on and off button here that will turn on and off the machines. Yeah. So we have left the back open. This is going to be the input. That is going to be the output. And we've left the entire inside and back completely empty, except where we need it for decorative purposes. So we're going to need our factory enhancers and some basic factories. Let's put some of these basic components in here, like crystal composite. I'm gonna turn this guy off too. Crystal composite, mesh, and that is it, I think. I want to be able to access these computers pretty easily, so what we're going to do is we're going to stick in our factory enhancers first. I'll put them on the floor. And when hooked up to our basic factory, this is going to produce a total of 10 hull per tick. Pull from here. We're going to set this up as we go. We're going to make a bunch of gray hull. And this guy is going to, let's see if we can pull it from the input here. Does that work? It does. Alright, let's deactivate the production there real quick. We're going to attach this button, which turns everything on and off, to this chest. Let's give it a little toggle so it resets. There we go. Now that should stop anything from coming in. Yep, we are stopped right here. Even if this thing was running, right? Yep. No? Okay, that's right. These guys will still fill in there from here. But this will stop this machine from pulling from elsewhere. I gotcha. I got it. Well, that's fine. We're going to want to just keep this thing in here anyway. We're going to have this thing making hull. C to that V in order to attach it from there. So to and from. It goes to and from. So we're going to do a test with this first one right here. We're going to change production to the gray hull wedge. Gray hull wedge. Now, we are not properly hooked up, right? That's correct. We're going to have to set this up and unattach those like that. So I think what we need to do is have that go to here, right? And then we'll take a look here. And now we are now producing that. Okay, so we're going to do this for every shape. And then we're going to connect them all up here. Alright, this thing's going to still be producing a good bit of gray hull, which we want it to sort of overproduce, actually. That should be there. There we go. So let's try to hook up this thing for the output. We go. We're going to want this to pull everything. And we can just have it trickle for the time being. And then connect this up to the other systems. So with a from, and a from, and a from. So will this work properly? Yes. Yes, so far we are working just fine. 2, right? 2, and then from. I'll hook this up better later, actually. But right now, let's see. I'm going to put some placeholder blocks here for the time being. What I'm going to end up doing back here is put some decorative blocks, make it look really kind of like a terminal. And then I'll probably just put a blast door in place. But I had another idea about having pop-open doors using rails and things like that. We'll worry about that, though, as we continue. I wanted to hook up to this computer right here, so we're going to and from this guy, the C and the V. So how is our paint supplies going here? We got quite a good bit of paint. I think black hull seems like a reasonable thing to make at this point, so let's make some black hull. Let our basic factory unit do this thing. Like these terminals here are set up so that you can come over and make everything else, you know, but these here are making the larger amounts so that you have ample supply for when you need to do stuff at these unique machines. I guess we need to set both of these computers up, but that is not something I think I'm willing to do today. Don't think I need to. Look at that wonderful oven. I love it. The Easy Bake Oven. My favorite machine right here. There is a couple of things that I'd like to focus on coming up here for the base. We need a main control room in which we can hook up all of our logic and all of our wires and stuff to. We're probably going to stick the control room somewhere up here, probably. Another thing that I think we're going to have happen in the future is we're going to remove this second floor area. That's why I knocked out some of these rails over here, because we're going to make this a second floor unit. That way we can bring in more of these sort of advanced factory clusters into place. We're going to go through and reimagine some of the designs for these guys, make them look a little bit more, well, you know, a little bit more like this, where they're founded somewhat in real life, you know. I don't know, it's all fantasy. It's all science fantasy. But, you know, it's important to me that things look like they have a purpose. You know, this is all smelted metal right here, and it's just producing all of our hull needs. We're going to probably end up doing an advanced machine, as well as a standard armored machine. Basically, ample armor should be something that we have plenty of. And then we could actually start making money by selling this stuff to different shops. I know Garth is always probably looking for better materials, so we can maybe start making a profit off of that guy. I wouldn't mind making a penny off of him for a change. But as always, guys, I think I need to go get more supplies. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I am off to go mining for resources. Alright, guys, that is going to do it for today's episode. I appreciate you guys tuning in and watching. I had a lot of fun working on these projects. I know today's episode's a little bit of a rehash on the last episode, but I wanted to show you the improvements that we've made, and conceptually speaking, and we have some plans for the future. So we're going to make a control room situation where we can control all sorts of systems on the space station. We're going to figure out a way to put cannons, some turrets onto the space station. And I got some other ideas that we're going to be cooking away with here. If you guys are new to my channel, I hope you stick around and subscribe. I put out regular StarMade Let's Plays 2 to 3 times a week. And as I learn how to play this game better, hopefully so will you. And if you guys already know all there is to know about StarMade, by all means, let me know what I can do to improve my gameplay in the comment section below. So with that being said, guys, I love you all. I hope you're doing well, and I will see you guys next time.